Grieving Algerian families are receiving the bodies of their loved ones.
My son represents all sons of Algeria. May God have mercy on these people, that's all I can say. Many of the dead were my friends, and they cared for my son as if he were family.
Wednesday's crash has plunged the country into mourning. Across Algiers, flags are flying at half-mast to honor the dead.
I feel as though I too have lost my parents or my brother or husband. I pray to God to help the families, ease their pain and have mercy on them.
I lost two of my friends. One of them said, "I'm going, but I'm not coming back." I swear that's what he said. I hope the government will stand by these families, bury them as martyrs.
Most of the 257 people killed in the crash were military personnel and their family members. The incident is the worst aviation disaster in Algeria's history. Chomhono, CGTN.
Well, let's return now to Algeria, where the nation is mourning the death of more than 250 people killed in a plane crash on Wednesday. Let's get to an update now. I'm joined live from Cairo by CGTN's Adel Al-Makhroui. Adel, indeed, a nation in mourning. What's the latest coming out of Algeria on this solemn day?
Another official news came from the Algerian Deputy Defense Minister and the Chief of Staff, announcing that he will form an investigation committee beyond the ongoing investigations as well, to start to narrow down the reasons and try to reach quickly what was the main cause of it. But so far, nothing officially has been announced. Even what the whereabouts about the black box, have they retrieved it or not, which shouldn't have been a big deal for a plane crashing on land, but there aren't any news coming out about that as well, so we don't know if they have retrieved the aircraft's analytics information or not. That's one side. Another thing, from early reports of the investigations that have already started just right after the crash, they're saying that the pilot, and this of course will be confirmed later on, but that the pilot have more or less managed to decrease the number of casualties as much as possible during the crash. If he had landed in a residential area, which was not far away, there would have been more casualties from the residents next to the airport, but he managed to take the plane in an open area, in a wide land with no citizens or no constructions there. So that's why the Algerian authorities believe that the number of casualties could have been much higher if the plane had crashed in a residential neighborhood.
Indeed, a commendable act of bravery by that pilot. Adel, tell us more about the mood in Algeria today. Of course, we know that we are in the midst of 3 days of national mourning, and that across the country, many are honoring those victims.
We're talking that we'll see a massive, visually apparent stand from the Algerian people right after the Friday prayers that in this part of the Arab world here in Egypt has already started. In Algeria it will be an hour or so later, and afterwards, so 2 hours from now, there is expected to see march for the family members who have retrieved and their identified, the unidentified bodies of their family members that were on board of that plane. They will go for a funeral after the Friday prayers. Usually in North Africa, it's a very social collaboration event where residents of that area, where whoever has been on board was from that neighborhood, they will all march after the Friday prayers towards the graveyards where people pay their final prayers and respect for those who were on board. There are still some bodies that have not been identified, and the Algerian authorities are working on that as well. Other than that, there will be another mourning day by tomorrow. That's where the 3 days will conclude, but the investigations will continue, and many people have lots of questions that so far remain unanswered.
Well, Adel Al-Makhroui, thank you so much there for that update, joining us there live from Cairo.